In this video, we will see how to use Visual Expert to explore cross-references or the calls between several components in the same application. For example, the event close of this application contains a call to another event, PFC close. Visual Expert automatically adds hyperlinks in the source code to the referenced elements. So, if I click on PFC close, I will see its source code. In turn, it calls another function of disconnect. When I click on it, I can see its source code and so on. Thus, I can navigate from one function to another as if I was viewing HTML pages in my internet browser. I can also navigate the container content relationship in the address bar of the source code view. I can move back step by step, or I can move several steps at once with this menu. This is one way to explore my code directly in the source code. Another way to do this is to see the chain of functions that call each other in the tree view. To do this, I select the starting point and I use the macro called hierarchy. With the macro, I can see that the event close calls this event, which in turn calls this function, which calls these four functions, etc. I can see the execution of functions that call each other one after another in the application. With Visual Expert, I can also see a list of the elements that are called by a component. For this, I will use the macro references. This macro contains parameters that I can use to see, for example, only the functions called, or only the variables, or any combination of called elements. They are displayed here. And I will use the source code to see where in this event each of these elements are called. For example, if I select this instance variable, the tooltip displays some useful information. The index below the source code lists all the lines containing a reference to this variable. I can also see when a component is referenced outside of a PBL by using the macro external references. I can see that this data window is calling this list of tables. If I want to separate two modules into independent entities, I may want to check the dependencies between PBLs. I can see that this PBL is containing references to this PBL, and so on. If you want to learn more, we suggest that you watch the video on dependencies between PowerBuilder and store procedures. Thank you for watching this video and for choosing Visual Expert.